Bakael. L'araignée, l'araignée. Il fait tout pour l'attraper. Nous avons un retour son. Nous avons un jeu, une petite musique bien douce. On va voir ce que donne le jeu ce soir. Du coup, on commence. Bonsoir à tous, bienvenue sur Bakael Live. Vous êtes là, vous êtes bien, vous êtes avec moi. Soyons tranquilles toute la soirée. Prenons du bon temps. Hey, salut Chilo. Welcome. Finalement, je ne suis pas parti. Je vais partir où, au fait? Tu m'avais plus ou moins dit que tu serais pas là ce soir, mais tu m'avais pas dit pourquoi. J'ai juste envie de profiter de cette musique quelques instants. Si vous m'en voulez pas. Ok, pas de souci. Party. Dark Dream. Don't die. Sous-titre didacticiel, oui, stéréo, oui. Ouais, ça sent bien. Ça... On peut faire bleu. Très bleu. Ce soir, nous commençons Dark Dream Don't Die. Alors, c'est quoi ce jeu? J'en ai aucune idée en fait, Chilo. J'ai vu quelques images du jeu un jour et je l'avais mis dans ma liste de Steam. Et au dernier solde, je l'ai acheté pour 3 euros. Et là, je me suis dit, allez, on le fait. C'est parti. On a 2-3 jours de libre. Nickel. On y va, tranquille. Dark Dream Don't Die. Du coup, ça semble être un jeu à la Telltales. Ceci est une œuvre de fiction. Toute ressemblance avec des personnages, lieux, organisations, etc. serait fortuite.
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange
Salut Red.
fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
Oh. Le début de la fin. Ah. Allez. Pas de soucis, mon Redou, je comprends. Et salut Eternity. Et beuh. Et beuh. Ah, j'ai cru que c'était le jeu, moi. Merci pour le rehost. Comment on fait pour attraper des trucs? C'est ça, du moment que t'as la santé, mon ami. Le lac blanc. Examinez les indices. Sur une bouée. A perdu son éclat. Ah d'accord, c'est clic droit. Ah putain, c'est en QWERTY. Ça va m'énerver. Attendez. Oh bah cool, j'ai changé de souris mais j'ai toujours pas de micro. Ouais, moi j'aurais changé le micro avant de changer la souris, mais ça c'est certainement mon truc à moi. Sinon, oui, Nintax c'est toujours un secret, mais c'est pas vraiment un secret. Peut-être que je vais le dépasser. Mais j'espère que tu vas le dépasser. Mais en vrai, Nintax c'est un secret de polychinelle. Vu que vous pouvez l'apprendre en regardant le Discord. Boobies? On aurait dit une biche. Enfin. Pas une biche. Un cerf. Le morceau de bois. Il a l'air totalement à l'ouest. Une chaussure. Un téléphone. Les yeux bougent, donc il doit être en vie. Goût fraise. Très important.
I didn't see you again this time either.
Une clé à molette.
Little Peggy. My name is David Young. Former knock with the Boston PD.
Je crois pas que ce soit un jeu japonais pour le coup.
Searches the past. My likes include 100% de agave tequila. My dislikes are mainly drugs and chewing gum. 2 years ago, someone killed my wife. Since then, I've been using every second of my life to solve a case. Using a certain, very special power.
En gros, c'est un détective dont on a tué la femme, qui utilise un pouvoir qui lui permet de voyager dans le temps.
A gift is an expression of emotion. The person who sends it wants the feelings to be understood. Sometimes, however, those feelings remain in a slightly
Dominique
different
Ben.
form. I call these forgotten treasures mementos.
Talon aiguille. Ce talon aiguille rouge vif appartient à la bibliothécaire de la BPL. Cadeau d'un amant, peut-être. Un nom figure au verso, Dominique Ben. La bibliothécaire bien sous tout rapport. 2 jours, elle se changeait de nuit en prédatiste sexuelle. Elle vendait de la drogue à ses proies. Le donateur de cette chaussure en faisait peut-être partie. En tout cas, ce n'est pas dit. Pourquoi ça m'amène prendre le levier et quand j'essaie de le faire, ça m'amène là?
It's been broken since that day. Little Peggy. Everyone has their own place to work. A small desk in an office, a molten hot factory, a quiet library, the register in the supermarket, or in the middle of an intersection, in bed, on a golf course, a kitchen. For some, it's the whole town. From the day she died, this has been my place to work. No results this time either. This case is in the clear. I need to clear this case first. I can sleep after that. For now, I need to clear this case. I can go outside any time after that.
Fonctionnement du cerveau, neurones et synapses. Le cerveau consiste en un réseau de neurones complexes composé de cellules spécialisées appelées neurones. Chacun opérant en autonomie, les neurones peuvent acheminer des signaux électriques comme chimiques. Au sein d'un neurone, le transfert de signal s'effectue sous forme d'impulsion électrique. D'un neurone à l'autre, en revanche, l'échange s'opère chimiquement par le biais d'un neurotransmetteur. On va lire. Neurotransmetteur. La zone contenant les neurotransmetteurs est appelée synapse. Et est endommagée, les neurones sont alors incapables d'échanger correctement les informations, ce qui se traduit par diverses infirmités. Les lésions synaptiques sont congénitales et dues à un traumatisme. Il est possible de les provoquer de façon permanente ou chronique en consommant certaines drogues. D'accord. Ça veut dire que lui, il en a ? Mais laisserez-moi ramasser les crédits. David, quand je t'imagine qui lit cette lettre, j'ai chaud au cœur. Tu t'es un peu calmé, j'espère. Je t'aime tel que tu es et j'aime le David que tu deviendras. C'est la deuxième fois que je t'écris ça. Tu te rappelles la première? Aujourd'hui, j'ai trouvé toutes mes vieilles lettres. Étrange qu'elles aient fini par faire partie intégrante de tes enquêtes. Toutes les lettres que je t'ai envoyées. Une collection exhaustive qui remonte jusqu'à l'époque du lycée. Il n'y a qu'à voir le soin avec lequel tu les conserves pour comprendre l'importance que tu leur attaches. Tu les respectes peut-être trop pour les ouvrir, c'est ça? La Peggy que je suis lance donc un défi au David que tu seras. J'ai caché mes lettres anciennes et récentes. Je veux que tu les trouves toutes. Mes facettes, tous mes souvenirs, que tu connaisses la Peggy que j'ai été, celle que je suis et celle que je serai. Marche pas la télé. Truc de merde. Ah. Et il y a un petit dessin animé. Ah ah.
Hey, Amanda.
Ah.
You wanna
Il
watch
sortait avec la
me?
gamine qui est tombée dans le lac.
We're just at the best bit.
Little.
Non, Shiloh, elle sera pas modo parce qu'elle veut nous quitter. Elle aime pas le Bakael live. Elle est trop amoureuse d'Alucard. Je respecte cela. Moi-même, si je n'avais pas été un homme, peut-être que je serais capitaine. Si je serais un homme, je serais capitaine d'un bateau. Mais je déconne. Oh là là.
An ancient troll. They apparently wipe their butts using leaves.
Je suis sûr que c'est important de le savoir. Combustion humaine spontanée, un phénomène caractérisé par le brassement soudain et inexplicable d'une personne. Croyez-vous qu'une telle chose existe? Un événement étrange a eu lieu le mois dernier à Boston. Un étudiant qui profitait du week-end pour faire la fête avec ses amis s'est brusquement mué en torche humaine et est mort brûlé vif. Sous le regard horrifié de ses amis, le corps de la victime a été dévoré par les flammes en un temps record. Une fois éteinte, il ne restait plus que les extrémités de ses mains, le reste ayant été réduit en cendres noires. Ce n'est pas tout ces derniers temps. Boston a été le théâtre d'une série de tragédies inexpliquées. Je compte me rendre sur place pour élucider ces curieux événements. Mon prochain article sera sans doute là-bas, par part de mes dernières découvertes. Tu serais triste d'être modo chez moi. Il y a plus de modos chez moi que dans n'importe quel. Dans n'importe quel live. D'ailleurs, c'est un petit peu n'importe quoi. Un jour, je mettrai le nez dans les modos, mais pour l'instant. T'as pas l'air de manger très sain, mec. Hein. Je veux pas critiquer, hein, mais... David, tu ne trouves pas qu'Amanda est un nom parfait pour notre chatte? À chaque fois que je la regarde, je me rappelle ta mine la première fois que tu l'as vue. Amanda a contribué, mais la demande venait de toi. Et je suis folle de joie. À chaque fois que je la vois, c'est à ça que je pense que ça ne compte. Nouveau de joie. En ce moment même, Amanda dort sur mes genoux. C'est un vrai angelot. D'un blanc pur et immaculé. Elle nous a prêté sa joie. Elle complète notre famille. Je t'aime, David. PS, je suis sûr que mon père adoptif nous donnera sa bénédiction. Plus rien ne peut nous arrêter. Ils devaient se marier.
Did you hear about David's wife? Man, they were just married, too.
Ah, ils venaient de se marier.
I heard it was revenge for one of his investigations.
Sure sounds like the way they operate. Sending a deadly message.
There's only one thing I need after work. Tequila. Straight up. Nothing mixed in.
Hey, salut Archam. Bienvenue sur Bakael Live.
The perfect stimulation for my lead-filled brain.
You always look so happy drinking that. I wish I could have a drink too. Does it really taste that good? Maybe I'll just try a little.
Oh.
Oh!
Mais.
I have no memories of that day. When I came to, I was already lying in the ICU. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died. Look for D.
C'est pas faux. Hein.
Who is D? Those words keep spinning in my head. At the time, with no compelling evidence, the case hit a dead end. I quit the BPD. However, under the right circumstances,
C'est une drôle de communauté en
we
effet.
could solve even a dead-end case. I'll do everything in my power to find this D. I swear I will. And when I do, oh, Peggy. Amanda?
C'est vraiment une aventure interactive pour le coup. Hein. Y a pas grand chose à faire à part suivre l'histoire.
Hold it! Whoa! Gotcha. You can't escape now. This is Amanda. She just suddenly started living here one day. She sometimes goes out and gets food for us. And that's something of a lifeline for me.
Et c'est pas censé être un chat.
Outside. Just who she is, though, well, my memory holds no answers.
Yo, David, everything shipshape?
As you can see, Teddy.
Someone definitely got the jump on you.
Forrest Kaysen, a detective with the Boston Police Department, and my
Tu
former
peux le
boss.
déban s'il te plaît,
He still
Lucarne?
helps me out nowadays in my search for D.
Les blagues les plus courtes sont souvent les meilleures.
He gets whatever I need.
Me force pas à te ban en retour.
Women are always trouble. Doesn't matter how old they get. Trouble.
Fighting with Diana again?
Like you wouldn't believe. Women, men don't stand a chance. Don't come and see me. Actually means get right.
C'est pas Red, c'est Alucard qui a
Leave
fait.
me alone. Just means, well, leave me alone. How am I meant to make sense of that? Tell me, David, please.
You know you love it. You got the stomach for it.
My stomach is stressed out quite enough. Thanks. I was a fool to ask you. Diana's so stupid.
Once feared as the mighty Grizzly, detective among detectives. Now he's more like a big teddy bear.
What's the point of the place?
Teddy, what's this?
So, tell me, David, have you heard the news about that airplane accident, huh?
Access Gate Airways Flight 117, struck by unexplained lightning? No one's talking about anything else right now.
We might be looking at the real deal. I've got the good stuff for you this time.
Ça fait un peu feu de l'amour. Ouais, ça fait plus série policière quand même. Et ouais, j'aime bien le...
Passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you? Antonio Zapatero, otherwise known as Rabbit. He's a courier who only carries real blood. This one promised to provide evidence after being brought to Boston. Evidence that may well have led to the ID of the source of real blood. But then the lightning struck, and in the confusion, he vanished.
He escaped somehow?
No. When I say vanished, that's pretty much what I mean. Like something out of a magic act.
So, clue me in. What makes this one the real deal?
The name of the boss he was going to give up? Apparently starts with the letter D. This courier might have had evidence revealing the identity of D. So, interested yet? Let me ask you again. A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you?
No, it's impossible. There's someone pulling the strings behind this mystery.
Right on the money, David. The third party most likely used the confusion to spirit the courier away. Lots of people want the evidence he was carrying, after all. From the evidence I was able to bring, this particular item is the most interesting. The owner of that badge was involved in this incident.
Un memento qui va lui permettre de partir dans le futur, dans le passé.
Well?
No doubt about it. This is a memento.
Great. It's yours then. Let's hope it's the last one you'll ever need. Hey! David, taking care of yourself is part of your job. What's up, David? Feeling hungry?
Hey, salut Blush.
So why'd you bring up food? Oh, you're so strange sometimes.
So why'd this courier...
I don't know the details, but apparently he's in fear for his life. He turned himself into the DEA.
And they trust him?
I don't know about that either. But this is information about the master, and they're probably saying, can't hurt to hear him out. I feel exactly the same way.
So how are the BPD tied up in this?
The BPD has the
Je
special
pense pas, mais faut
drugs
peut-être
unit.
resynchroniser la page pour qu'il puisse
Team
voir.
you once belonged to.
Once.
We have a long history of handling real blood. Our past knowledge can come in handy for cases like this one.
Any progress with the case since I left?
We're still hard at work on it. Not getting any results. This drug is king across... It's been under analysis for years, but MIT still doesn't know how to make it. Seriously, the world's going to hell.
What's the bio on the courier?
Antonio Zapatero, 28. Quick to go underground, but then quickly pops up again somewhere else. That's why they call him the Courier Rabbit.
Hey, salut Wolfie.
Why rabbit?
He's also a womanizer.
So...
You know how rabbits are. Strong libidos. I bet the ladies call him Bunny in bed.
Why's this courier running his mouth about providing evidence then? Standing out like that, he'll get penalized and sit out a match. It's like he's begging the bad guys to come silence him.
It's a real
Salut Wolfie.
blood case after all.
Ça va bien et toi?
A regular courier wouldn't talk, even if it meant death. If I had to choose between jail and hell, oh man, I'd still choose lockup. There's something behind all this.
So it's all a big
Don't ask me. There are people who have conspiracy theories about your case, though. You lost your beloved wife, and I lost the best partner a cop could ever ask for. Yeah, the more you think about the questions, the more distant the answers become. Humans may not have the ability to understand the complete truth.
Do you think the past can be changed?
David, you can't change the past. You just have to accept the past.
I know, but if I could just meet
Bisous Wolfie, j'arrive dans la douche.
past time, I'll change the past. You'll see.
Feel? Oh, let's eat. I know you too well. You probably have only been drinking alcohol.
Your badge says detective for a reason, Teddy.
Go get Amanda. The more the...
Tell me, Teddy, What's up with you and Diana?
Nothing much. It's just how we roll.
New York versus Boston again?
That's the root of it.
But both of you are originally from New York. I thought you'd be double teaming me.
I've been living in Boston for 30 years, man. I'm a Bostonian now, body and soul.
Diana doesn't see it that way?
Nah, she still got her head stuck right up in New York.
So what was it this time? Baseball? Basketball? Not football.
Nope. Something bigger.
But what's bigger than sports rivalry?
Oh, this one's bigger. Much bigger. It's all about clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
Yeah, clam chowder! No matter how you slice it, Boston has the best clam chowder in the world. You're with me on this, right? Right? Huh? But Diana just can't see it.
C'est tellement abusé.
I have no basis for comparison.
What?
I've never eaten clam chowder anywhere but Boston.
So it's the best in the world by default! Come on. Come on. Come on! Oh, come on, David!
Sorry. I can't help you out. I can't say anything absolute that isn't based on personal experience.
I need you on this. All I needed you to say was damn straight.
5 parts de pizza d'un coup, mais c'est quoi l'intérêt?
Anything I...
Il va finir comme dans la grande bouffe. Je sais pas ce que t'essayes de dire par là. Je me rappelle pas avoir vu ce film. D'accord, on peut se raser, on peut s'habiller. Un bon film, ça arrive des fois. C'est un film d'horreur ton truc?
Teddy.
Bisous à Lucarne.
All the help.
Ah, no problem.
Évite de kicker les gens que j'aime bien.
Partners. You may have quit the force, but that fact won't change. Hell, if you trace it all the way back, if I hadn't asked you to join up in the first place...
Teddy.
No. Don't give me that look, Amanda. I'm just trying to give him a reason to live.
Il t'a pas insulté, faut pas abuser non plus. C'est lent le jeu. Il y a beaucoup de choses à voir visiblement donc. Après il y a que ce soir, hein, vous inquiétez pas. Sauf si ça vous plaît et qu'on continuera l'histoire, mais sinon je la ferai de mon côté. Moi ça me dérange pas. Hein. Là le jeu il nous a juste donné ses bases. On sait qui est le personnage, on sait ce qui s'est passé dans sa vie, on sait qu'il a un pouvoir, on connaît les bases du jeu, donc la fouille, la réflexion, la lecture. Il y a toute une histoire derrière. Mais je comprends, c'est un telltale game au final. Hein. C'est un point and push, un point and click, je veux dire, classique. Pas ce soir, Catherine, les amis. Pas ce soir. Ce soir, on fait ça. Demain, on fait du créatif. Et jeudi, je suis pas là. Je suis habitué à des jeux qui bougent beaucoup avec de l'action. Et attendez, de Dieu, vous êtes tellement pressés. Apprenez à vivre tranquillement.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
Ah, je l'ai marqué sur Facebook et sur le Discord. Je passe la soirée avec Kazuo. Donc je ne serai pas là jeudi. On vous fera peut-être des photos avec Kazuo. Pendant que je lui tiens le zizi, pendant qu'il me touche les fesses. Donc nous sommes dans l'avion.
The lavatory. On an airplane. Another successful dive. Watching memories called mementos. Allows me to dive into the past. The day little Peggy was killed, I survived. Miraculously, somehow, I survived. In exchange for losing my memory, I gained this power. That has to be a sign of something. The past will surely tell me the truth.
Désolé les amis. Et t'inquiète pas, Redou, au pire, il y aura Lucas. Il y aura même peut-être Planus.
Who killed her? Just who is D? The only way to silence that voice is to change my fate. Conspirator? Mastermind? Witness? Or maybe... Vanishing from an airplane during a flight? That's impossible. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Are you okay?
David.
Little Peggy?
Sir, are you okay? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Not a ghost. Just the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Hmm?
Please, not today.
Just for a second, I actually thought little Peggy had come back to life.
I have to get back to work.
Sure, no problem, Olivia.
Just one thing, sir. You're surely aware that we carry a passenger list aboard.
Huh. Memorized it, have you?
We don't take kindly to stowaways, if that's what you are.
A stowaway, am I? Well, Miss Olivia Jones. Maybe you're on to me.
That hurts! Is anything the matter?
You mentioned a passenger list?
Oh, I'm
C'est vrai,
sure
Almerion
it's
pourrait
something.
stream aussi.
You
Mais je
really
crois
do
qu'il
have
stream pas
eyes.
beaucoup en ce moment donc.
I thought I did, but I'm still new at this job. It's probably just my mistake. I'm sorry I said anything.
You called me a... What did you mean?
Nothing really. No deep meaning.
Nothing at all?
I must apologize if I have upset you. I didn't mean to. I'm truly very sorry.
Is it true that there's a United States Marshal aboard this flight?
Why would you ask such a thing?
I heard some of the other crew talking. Let's hope she buys that.
I have no idea.
No idea at all? Isn't the passenger list burned into your memory?
Even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. Why would you care to know, may I ask?
Just a passing interest.
A215 B4.
The courier is gonna vanish, is he? No matter what trick he uses, I'll get to the bottom of this. This emergency door is sealed up tight. Just where does the courier plan on making his escape from?
Petite sauvegarde.
You're a United States Marshal. You're transporting a key witness, but reading a completely different file. Does that just mean you're passionate about your job? Or is there something else going on here?
You. What are you doing here?
Derek Buchanan, United States Marshal. The owner of the memento I used to get here, along with a name that starts with D. Two signs I can't ignore.
I said I'd kill you if I saw you again, didn't I, boy?
It seems we've already met somewhere.
Only those with hair get to speak.
I have hair. I just shave it off. I told you.
Shaving it means you don't have it. Stay out of this.
Antonio Rabbit Zapatero, a dealer of the drug called Real Blood. Apparently, he also has evidence that could lead to the identity of D. If that's true, it makes him the most important person on this flight.
You really have a death wish, don't you?
Yet you might be the one who dies.
How dare you?
You should get out as quickly as you can. I'll keep the fountain pen to remember you by.
Hey!
I want to talk to him.
No way. Get lost.
I need to do something about this tough guy first, then.
Et si on lui versait un truc dans son café?
I know I heard.
But of course.
Again, I know I heard. I know I heard.
But of course.
Il porte un seul gant, un gant qui ne sert pas à être...
These look like souvenirs from the trip.
Is anything the matter?
My turn, asshole!
I know I heard.
But of course.
Again, I know I heard.
Eh, bisous, ma chilo.
I know I heard.
But of course.
Again, I know I heard.
Snow on the front, cherry blossoms on the back. They change them according to the season?
It isn't totally atrocious, but hardly avant-garde now, is it? I'd expect no less flying coach, of course. Would it have killed them to use a little real stitching? Honestly.
And who might you...
I don't ask for opinions from the uninspired. Suki, baby, what do you think? Dress all the seats white, then crown them with a single pink stag beetle? Oh, yes! Or maybe change all these to black lights, but not too dramatic. Just play
Does
straight.
your mannequin ever reply?
She's not a mannequin. She's my partner.
She is?
Yes, she is. I'm Duncan, and this is Suki. We're top fashion designers, the both of us.
Totalement à l'ouest. Puis ils appuient tellement dessus, quoi.
So this guy's also a D.
Some people just don't get it, no matter how many times you tell them.
My bad, I'm sure. Can I ask you something?
I don't need your opinion. After all, I have Suki. The sunglasses in particular are strikingly progressive, don't you think? This is avant-garde. The epitome of my next theme.
The cot that was blocking the aisle has been moved. Now I can expand my search area a little wider. Hmm?
4,539? 4,540? There's something fishy going on here.
Is there a problem?
The west side window. The sun's setting there, so that's the west. The west side window, the angle of the setting sun, that is the left side in regard to our direction of travel. That window right there, that window made a noise, didn't it? You heard it, right? I have to inform Dr. Johnson. Going to Washington, D.C. by plane. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
She has her name written on everything she owns. She's a D too?
This is so bad. This plane is going down.
It's okay. There's no problem.
Oh, shut your mouth. There were lightning strikes on the flight over. There's most definitely a problem. The window will keep on creaking. Suddenly it will break. We'll turn like crazy. Lightning will hit us again. A direct hit.
Lightning?
Yes, lightning. It'll blow an engine up this time, that's for sure. And what happens then, Mr. No Problem? This plane won't be flying anymore. You agree with me now, right? This plane is going down!
No. This plane didn't crash.
What? Did it crash? Did it? How the fuck would you know that? Who the hell do you think you
Is
are?
there a problem, madam?
This dumb shit here is fucking with me. I I told him the noise the window was making is bad news. I told him.
Well, madam, I'm sure you did. Very well. Please allow me to handle this.
Unbelievable.
Well, well. Let me see now. Mr. Young, wasn't it? I have to admit, I didn't expect to ever see you again.
I can't imagine why.
This flight attendant seems to know me. I have no idea when I met him, however.
Il est totalement à la drogue, lui.
Our first meeting is a past that hasn't happened yet.
You are quite the stubborn mule. The type who won't stay dead even if he gets killed, maybe. Oh, I wonder. If you're going to cause trouble, I may have to eject you from the game.
Et Wolfie.
Trouble? Me? Your watch was about to fall off. It looks expensive, so I didn't think you'd want to lose it. I'm just a polite, helpful passenger. Look, Ref, if you're gonna bench anyone, bench her.
And I heard it. And if you don't listen to me, I don't know what I'll do. Just listen.
Now I've got 3 people with names that start with D.
Ouais, mais le steward m'a l'air beaucoup plus intéressant que le reste.
Duncan, Derek Buchanan. To be honest, I still don't know if any one of them is who I'm after. But there's a bag load of room for suspicion. Isn't that right, little Becky?
Stanley Coupe. Alors, je sais pas si le trophée le plus dur des courses, c'est peut-être la raison pour laquelle chaque membre de l'équipe qui remporte la coupe a en effet le droit de la garder en possession pendant une journée. Durant cette période, nombreux sont ceux qui soumettent la coupe à différents services pour fêter la victoire.
The Metro M. That's the subway in D.C. The Boston MBTA uses a T symbol, so this ticket was used in D.C. Snow and cherry blossoms. A seasonal theme, I'm guessing? Nothing looks out of place.
This is business class. I cannot let you through.
What if I push the point?
You'll find that I push back.
The way into business class has quite the guard dog.
Moving a guard dog requires some bait. A disturbance should work. Ah, the luggage is hitting it. That's what's making the windows squeak.
Oh my.
This door makes the window creak. I can use this to make that nervous wreck go into overdrive.
This is not acceptable. This is... No, I will not. I can't take any more of this. You've heard
Every
it before, you know.
aircraft undergoes more than 100 rigorous checks before...
What? Are you saying these window noises are all in my head? Are you? Dumb fuck! I thought you were a nice gentleman.
Madam,
you think
I
I'm just
assure
some
you I
complainer?
think nothing
Some
of the...
lawsuit seeker? Do you? This is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable! Show me your name tag. Show it to me! Employee number D-3582? I've burnt it into my forebrain. Once I'm home, yes, I am going to sue you. I have never been so mad in my life. But I'm just practicing what I preach.
As you wish,
Can't you understand
madam.
that?
However, perhaps if we
Is there
change your
any way I
seat
can
field,
talk to your manager?
I'm sure the sound
I've
of windows
been
would not
counting
annoy you in,
each
say,
and every...
business class.
Hmm?
The seats are very fluffy, too.
Business? That's, class?
It is, madam. I could show you to your seat.
One where I can't hear the windows?
No nasty window noises in business.
Well,
If you'll just allow me to explain the procedure for your upgrade.
I suppose that could be okay.
What the fuck?
In the instant I saw that big man, the scar on my forehead started to throb. It's never happened before. What's going on here?
Pourtant, rétro militaire, Duncan nous assure le rétro militaire sera à la mode cet été. Ouais, il est à la mode tous les ans, de toute façon, le rétro militaire.
There's nothing here. What evil might I find here? That's one fashionable bear. Not bad for a gift from Washington, D.C. There's nothing here.
The
whole aircraft is shaking.
Why do you have a mannequin with you?
She is not a mannequin. How many times do I have to tell you? Look, she clearly has a seatbelt on. Oh, Suki, you have the perfect waistline. Oh, and unbelievably smooth skin. A human woman could never hope to achieve such...
Ah, c'est du plastique quand même, hein.
Sorry, but it isn't really art that I wanted to talk to you about.
So why are you bothering me? Art is the only thing that Suki and I have any interest in at all.
Are those sunglasses art?
Art that's about to happen, yes. This avant-garde style. I hate to say it, but time is moving fast. The era of retro and military is coming to an end. Finally. This is the cutting edge. This is avant-garde.
Do you remember the two sitting in the seats at the very back?
Whoever do you mean?
When you came and educated me about the seat covers? The two who were directly behind us.
I'm terribly sorry, but most of the time I only ever see Suki. I have no interest in anyone else, I assure you.
Where do you get the inspiration for your fashion designs? I find it hard to believe you come up with them while sober.
I don't get my inspiration from anywhere. It can arrive most violently. But it won't come to you by just sitting around and waiting. You have to desperately chase it down. Chase and chase like a dog gone wild. Even a mundane creature like you will understand. Eventually.
That's not really what I was asking.
Then you need to make yourself clearer.
I want to know about doping. Like, maybe your inspiration came from the use of certain drugs?
Doping? Drugs? You think I would cheat my way to the top? I don't need drugs. Why would I?
J'avoue que le mec avec la fourchette derrière, ça m'inquiète un peu.
Let me ask you about something else then. Has that giant been on this flight since takeoff?
Giant? What giant? Are you sure you aren't the one doping?
So, this is the era of avant-garde?
That's not quite right. It is avant-garde. That difference is everything. You have to embrace it.
Okay.
I have to say, and stop me if you've heard this before, your choice in fashion is terrible. An affront to art itself. I never thought I'd meet a man who can walk around happily dressed like that.
Hey, it isn't that bad, right?
Oh, please. It's bad. Looks like you don't even have the right clothes to go shopping for clothes.
No, go ahead. Tell me how you really feel.
I can't open my heart to those with no understanding of art. After all, spending unproductive time sullies my brain, damages my creativity.
I don't have a leg to stand on with this guy, but I also can't just pass him over. Not with a name that starts with a D.
You know, I'll give you a chance, though. Prove you can get with the dress code, and we may be able to chat. Just one item. Wear one single item that's cutting edge. And come see me again.
Des bisous, Moredo.
This sounds like a real drag. I wonder if there's anything tucked away in my closet that might help.
Je paye pour avoir une tenue, quoi. Il y a des trucs que je comprends pas trop, mais ouais.
She seems to like it.
Are you eating?
You got any more details on the circumstance?
An aircraft bound for Boston was suddenly struck by lightning. It shook violently, throwing the inside into chaos. And after the courier tussled with the marshal and flight crew.
He suddenly vanished?
That's about the size of it.
Ça, on y a déjà vu.
Hey, baby. You don't have a name yet, so that's what I'll call you. Take everything you need from my body, and then you'll be born strong and tough, just like your father. You don't have to worry about copying his hair, though, especially if you're a girl.
La rotoscopie. La rotoscopie, c'est l'animation par des dessins, en fait. On redessine... Les premiers Prince of Persia étaient faits en rotoscopie.
Life sure can be strange. A scratch from a rusty nail kills one guy, while another carries on with a bullet still in his brain.
place where my wife died. And now, my place of work. The bullet in my head suppresses physical pain, along with my memories. So the doc said. That's the kind of pain you can only understand after you've suffered it.
Marshal, I want to ask you something.
I've got nothing to say to a man who abandoned his duty.
Abandoned?
Am I wrong? You quit the force, right?
How do you know that?
I'm nothing like you. I'd never run from anything. I'd pursue my targets to the end of the earth. Never give up.
I haven't given up. There are some cases that can't be solved from inside the machine.
Oh. I'm not sure I'd agree with that. If, let's say, the President of the United States were here, well, then I'd hear you out. See, I'm a real patriot. I'd be respectful in front of the President. I don't see him on board. So get lost.
You think you can get rid of me? Okay. I'll play your game. I'll find the President and stick him right in your arrogant face. How secure?
You trying to...
I'm worried that you might let this guy just slip away. Even up here.
Mind your own business.
I'll leave you... Really?
I don't care a rat's ass.
What about security in the airport, then?
Security at Logan Airport is tighter than Fort Knox since 9/11. No need for you to worry about anything.
That's odd. Where did I put it?
Is that Cheney fella always like that?
Like what? I don't know what you mean.
He seems... dangerous.
Dangerous?
Superficially polite. Like he's looking down on others.
Not at all. Philip is a valued member of the crew. He's always the first to handle the difficult passengers, too.
You mean, he handles the people looking for a lawsuit?
No, I didn't say that.
You sure did.
No, sir. I only said difficult passengers.
So, a difficult passenger might be That woman with the life jacket on?
What does that mean, sir?
Exactly what I said.
Who is she to you?
It's a personal matter, but one I cannot overlook.
I cannot discuss other passengers.
Just a little would be okay. Surely.
Right now, you're the most difficult passenger on this flight.
Who's that giant in business class?
What giant?
I saw him come out of the galley. You can't miss him, surely.
If you're making fun of me, I think I've had enough of it.
What are you looking for?
Oh, it's nothing, sir.
If you can't tell me, then allow me to tell you what it is.
What do you mean, sir?
The item you lost is... the crew manual, I bet.
Of course it isn't.
Yet you've been struggling with the equipment here for a while now. Don't you think it would be better to have it?
That... I'm not sure about.
Whatever the reason, she's hiding something. I might get more out of her if I find the manual. What are you doing here? This big fella. I've met him before somewhere, but I can't remember where. My scar is desperately trying to tell me that he knows something.
Hey, enough already! How long you planning on keeping me waiting? Get out here now! Fuck! Fuck! This shit!
Fucking with my big eye, weren't you? Trying to take it while I was sleeping? Is that your ass or your head? No more messing with this puppy! More lightning? Bad! Real bad! Bolt! I said! You're never, ever, ever gonna get my big guy! Didn't I, bitch?
Antonio Zapatero!
There you are! You're this young I've been hearing so much about. Not like I'm gonna spill the slop on thee, though. What be in there for me? Hey, papi! So how about you die, fucker? Damn it!
Wait! Antonio Zapatero!
There's no way to stare and shoot her there! If you wanna know about this, go on a fucking investigation!
Hand over your evidence! Whatever it is! I need it!
Are you serious? You're so silly!
Then I'll just have to take it by force!
Hot beverage?
If you really do know who he is, I'll... Oh!
Pourquoi je prends des dégâts alors que j'ai réussi?
All right, Zapatero. I'm knocking this one out of the park.
No hitting back at the picture.
This is how you use a megaphone. What is the evidence you have? Tell me! My precious eye went blind. You fucking dumbass! Maybe, but that doesn't matter. What do you know about these? Tell me! That really hurt! I'm gonna kill you now! You do have evidence, and it might be a metro. So hand it over. Hand over. Evidence.
Pourquoi? Pourquoi je prends des dégâts alors que j'ai rien fait?
How about you give up? You've had enough, right? I'd say the same to you. Oh, shit, fuck! Oh, fuck! Nighty-night, youngin'. Now I've gotcha. Can't vanish now, can you?
Don't move. Let him go.
Olivia?
I warned you. We don't take kindly to stowaways. Just... who are you?
Olivia? Rabbit? The courier, he vanished? worry a rabbit would never hide in here. There's nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
The door looks fine.
Oh, no, no. I can't take it anymore. My hands and feet are cramping up.
What are you doing that for?
You there. Perfect timing. I can't take it anymore.
Take what? What is Deborah talking about?
That lightning strike electrified the floor and handrails. So I'm doing my best not to touch them. But I can't take it anymore. My arms, legs, neck, back, everything is screaming in pain.
I need to try and calm her down.
Lightning striking an airplane. Crazy, huh? Do you think this plane is okay?
First, squeaking windows, and now seats and floors are electrified? I'm almost impressed by your capacity to worry about the mundane.
Hold it! What was that about the windows?
They were squeaking, right?
Squeaking! The windows! You're saying the windows on this bucket squeak? You're pulling my leg. If the windows were really squeaking, why, we'd all be dead by now. That lightning strike would have come in through the cracked window. We'd have smashed into the sea, its surface harder than concrete. Like Dr. Johnson always says. Fall from an airplane and you'll die. So just keep your fear-mongering to yourself.
There certainly doesn't seem to be any counting in her notes. What's going on here then?
You also take notes on suspicious people, right?
That's right. There's you, of course, and I've got notes on that guy with the mannequin. Oh, I've got his number. He's one of them object sexuals.
I'll have to take your word for that.
It's a term applied to individuals who fall in love with inanimate objects. Come on, you've heard of it. A type of paraphilia. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, love has no boundaries.
Is Dr. Johnson?
What about the guy with the scar on his forehead? Stony face, in business class?
Oh yes, workaholic, textbook. He's got it bad too. He's either using his work to run away from something, or work itself is his reason for living.
Reason for living.
It's like Dr. Johnson always says, It doesn't matter what it is. Just find a reason to live.
It's a domestic flight. No large bags. The front is a cherry blossom path, and snow is on the back.
On a changé de saison.
When did that change over? There's nothing here. When did you move to this seat?
When indeed, young Mr. Young. So funny you would ask.
What does that mean?
If time changes, so too does place. Time is of the essence. You, of all people, should understand. If time changes,
That lightning, how did you know about it before it even happened? Don't tell me you can control lightning strikes.
your ability to, but you need to. What did you observe?
The engine isn't damaged.
You have good observational skills. You already know the answer. Am I correct?
Do you know what happened to the courier?
It might, and it might be said that I don't. If time changes, so too does place. Time either
What?
you blonde and did she smell
Just
everything? Your
Just...
It's what I read is a...
You...
Her, well, a good...
What have you done to me?
Can you... These are...
What are you talking about?
Catch... Clover... Have you remembered?
What are you talking...
Mister, I've played that.
What's he talking about? A memory with her little Peggy?
Oh dear. Control will be an issue if I can't find it. Sir, can I help you with anything?
Where's Olivia?
Excuse me, sir. Exactly which Miss Olivia are you searching for?
Olivia Jones. She's a member of the crew, just like you are.
I'm very sorry, sir, but she isn't aboard this flight.
Come on. Did that lightning strike you too? She was right here a moment ago. In any case, you need to contact Logan Airport immediately. Tell them we have an emergency up here. Also, get the BPD to send some cops to the airport. Detective Forrest Kaysen in particular. Give him my name and you'll have no problems.
Well, excuse me, sir. Are you hoping to use this confusion for something nefarious? If so, I'll have to stop you. Damn
Next
it.
time, I'll break more than your watch.
My most humble apologies, Mr. David Young. This incident has us all a little riled up, I'm sure.
Huh?
I'll make the call about the suspicious person immediately. To our destination, Ronald Reagan International Airport. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Comment ça se fait que mon personnage n'est pas encore compris?
Excuse me. Not at all.
Have you contact?
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you telling? It looks like you're so bit. I'll find what you're looking for.
That's...
A glove?
Yes, it's a special order, perfectly fitted to my hand. I'm in serious trouble without it.
Why is he getting so upset about a glove? He's more high-strung than he looks.
And
a lip.
Please.
It was.
Perhaps. If.
Ça m'énerve que mon personnage fasse comme s'il comprenait pas.
What a beautiful sunset. It reminds me of the day I proposed. Little Peggy. I'll find who killed you. I will.
C'est pas logique.
It won't open. Of course it won't. There's more than 5 tons of pressure. What was I thinking? I found the glove. It's all burnt up though.
Ah, thank you so much.
That's okay, is it?
No problem. I don't want to use it.
You don't? So, what's going on?
Nothing that concerns you, Mr. Young. This is my problem. Simply recovering the glove was the most important thing.
Huh? What does he want with a glove that can't even be used anymore? Just being high-strung doesn't explain that. I need to probe a bit deeper here. Do the emergency doors work while in flight?
It's possible to manually, but just touching the controls to do, you would be better off not to get any ciliae.
What if that alarm...
What are you planning?
I'm just trying to figure out the method of... How many...
How much do you know about the Federal Aviation Regulations? They are the safety regulations as set by the Fed. In accordance with them, a commercial aircraft must have enough emergency can exit the aircraft within 90 seconds while... That is what the rules state. We call it the 90-second rule.
So, how many emergency exits are there?
With crew, this aircraft can carry almost... Let's say 30 people can escape from one exit in 90 seconds. That would be one person every 3 seconds. Dividing 140 by 30 therefore indicates that at least 4.6 exits would be needed. Now, twice that are required by the regulations, which means the required number of exits is 9 or more. That means even you and your lack...
Could you escape by opening the windows in the cockpit?
The cockpit windows do not open. You aren't as smart as you look. Indeed, the construction of the seat and cockpit windows is very... While the seat windows are 3 layers of polycarbonate resin, the cockpit windows are 5 layers of... Seat windows are 14 millimeters thick, but the passenger windows are designed... But the cockpit windows have to be open windows like that.
You know...
It's only natural. Our passenger...
I'm not sure I'd use that word to
And I'm not sure I'd use the word. Why? Even you could easily attain it.
Easily?
Yes, very easily. Why, by taking a quiz. Quizzes are a great way to remember. You want to give it a try, don't you?
Looks like I stepped.
I'll give you the beginner level own. Question. What is jet fuel? That is correct. Kerosene doesn't freeze at low temperature. That makes it extremely Okay. Next question. Question. How many parachutes for passengers does a passenger aircraft carry? That is correct. Letting an amateur loose with a parachute would do them no favors. If something should happen, don't think about jumping out. I would instead recommend adopting the brace position. Next, the last question at the beginner level. Your luck runs out here. Question. What are airplane tires filled with? That is correct. Friction with the runway causes aircraft tires to become very hot. When this happens, using nitrogen minimizes the risk of fire. It is also inert, nitrogen is therefore the perfect choice when it... Oh my, this is quite something. You've cleared the beginner level. Congratulations. However, that's all this was. Next comes, we'll get started.
Si t'as des idées de phrases, Blush, n'hésite pas à me les envoyer. Hein.
Ready for the... Thank you. The intermediate level need... Question. How can you tell at a glance if an airplane... That is... A cargo plane. There are no passengers. Getting rid of the windows also... And also increases the strength of the... Even something like a single... Now then, question 2. Question. Why is the air very dry inside an aircraft? That is correct. At high altitude, there is a large... That means moisture in the air would cause condensation. If that water rusted or froze, it could block, causing all sorts of... That's why the air inside... To keep the aircraft safe. Question. What do the pilot and co-pilot have prepared for them separately? That is correct. It prevents both of them suffering. Everyone. However, what... Did you know they eat different... Always think of the worst possible scenario. We are true... Now, question. Why are the internal lights turned off when landing at...
Pour voir la piste.
Oh, at it. To get the passengers' eyes accustomed to the dark. I might also point out that this is also one of the night... Now we come to the final question you are doing. Question. Where are airlines? Well done. That is correct. Of course, smoking is not allowed, but failure to properly dispose of a cigarette could cause an accident. So, even though they aren't allowed to be... What's more, these regulations were also Well... You're...
C'était pas si compliqué que ça, quand même. Hein.
We aren't finished. We'll start as...
Beginner, and not a problem.
Here we are. The advanced level requires no... However, I'm also... You must answer each question. Question. Who first succeeded in... Correct. They originally made bicycles. Question. What is the name of the device that constantly records aircraft data? Correct. It is... Question. Is the captain's seat on the left or right side of the cockpit?
Dans les films, c'est à gauche.
Well done. The seat on the left side of the cockpit is always the captain's. Question. What is the highest passenger class?
La première classe.
My, maybe you'll sit there yourself one day. Unlikely. Question. When a bird crashes into an aircraft, it is known as a bird what? Yes, correct. In fact, that is the name given to any question. What is the name
Air Force
of
One.
the president's jet? Okay, correct. Currently, a modified Boeing 747 is used. Question. What is the name given to the control for angling an aircraft up and down? You didn't mess it up. Correct.
C'est à croire que quoi que je réponde, ça marche.
Three control axes. Question. What is it called when two aircraft... Mr. Young, if you do want to try making you isn't much...
Cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean?
Qu'on n'est pas à la même période temporaire.
The cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean? The door looks fine. The door looks fine. Marshall, are you okay? What's with the attitude? I'm only asking because I was worried. You think nothing happened at all?
I don't need your jabber, boy.
Derek Buchanan. I'm not sure why, but he seems determined to ignore me. That's a pretty great photo. Did you take it? Can I tell you what I like the most? Is that your bald head isn't in it. Don't tell me. You weren't the cameraman. You were the flashbulb. But that's a surprise. You're the last person I'd expect to be carrying a picture of your family.
Listen up. I don't know who you are. But if you want to keep sucking down air, never talk to me again. as for my head, I'm not bald. I shave it.
Marshal Buchanan doesn't know who I am? There's something very odd going on here. But just what is it?
God damn
God damn it! Marshal! I'll be slapped with a match penalty if I push my luck any further. I'd better look for another way before I'm sent off for good.
Go, Boston, go!
Nothing says Boston quite like this. There must be a baseball fan on board. It's for Boston versus New York. Pretty good seats, too. Of course, it's been used. Things don't come that easy. There's nothing here. There's no one hiding in here. Where'd the courier go to?
Oh, my Cherie, I know. You must have been so scared. How is my Suki? Okay? There'll be champagne as soon as we arrive in D.C. Ooh, I think some Chardonnay might be nice.
Didn't your mannequin just break?
Hey! Excuse me! She's Suki, not a mannequin! Therefore, she most certainly cannot ever just break. Do you intend to make an enemy of the entire fashion industry?
No. That mannequin got totally wrecked.
Tut-tut! Say another word, mister, and I shall unleash my anger!
Okay, you win. Forget I even asked about your mannequin. My bad. No more about Suki.
That's right. She's not a mannequin. We can forget this ever happened. Of course, us being top fashion designers, we're never going to remember you anyway. Your choices in fashion, so terrible. How can one walk outside wearing that?
When did you become a military maniac?
This is a fashion, you heathen. Retro and military, it's called. Both Suki and I are completely anti-war, of course.
Okay. But what I really wanted to know was, when did you change your clothes?
Progress cannot be stopped. When we changed is not what is important. Rather, the question should be, when can we change? Indeed, just look. The fashion we have on right now is already headed toward obscurity. It's imminent, like fluttering petals. At any moment, new inspiration is going to just explode into my brain. Like, of and von.
Avant-garde!
Eureka! Yes. Your exclamation just lifted the fog from my brain in a flash. Now, say it with me. Avant-garde! This will be my next theme.
Your manic is Suki.
You're so... Look, she doesn't have a mop. Sue. Oh, you're so good. Oh, my Suki. Suki, you are just too lovely.
Elle a pas les marques alors qu'on a tout avec.
I doubt I could go on living.
This does look like the real Suki. See just what's going on here.
Le gars arrive à refaire la... D'accord, pas de souci.
I've collected all the puzzle pieces.
The west side window.
There'll be champagne as soon as we arrive in DC.
I'm very sorry, sir, but she isn't aboard.
I don't know who you are. That's it.
On n'est pas dans le même avion.
This piece of the past has been solved. Marshall, are you really sentimental enough to hold on to a pen that can't even write? Unexpected. Most unexpected. You seem quite different from the man I first imagined you to be, but that doesn't mean you're totally free from suspicion.
I told you
the same trick won't work twice.
Damn it!
Although it's still the first time for you. The Fenway Park ticket was a used ticket.
What?
The seat cover pattern is cherry blossom and snow.
What are you rambling about?
The destination is in the other direction. The sun can be seen from the windows on the right side. In other words, the aircraft is flying south.
Explain yourself clearly!
I am David Young, a private detective who also collaborates with the BPD. Now you, Derek Buchanan, I consider you suspicious. If you are the one I'm after, you're gonna remain heavily involved in my investigation from now on. So let me give you this warning. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. I'll never give up. Even if it means I have to get in your way. So be ready for that. Oh, one other thing. Something I probably ought to mention. According to the BPD files, you get killed while transporting the courier known as Rabbit.
to be killed?
Antonio Zapatero and Olivia Jones. They vanished right in front of my eyes. Literally, vanished. They didn't vanish at all. They were never on this flight. This isn't the AG Flight 117 of Boston. It's a different aircraft, heading for Washington. In other words, they didn't vanish. I moved. Must have happened at that moment. I used the broken fountain pen to come further back in time.
I don't feel anything from either one anymore.
David, why do you shave your beard every day? It was just starting to grow out. Such a waste.
Little Peggy, what should I do?
Des lunettes de soleil. Et du coup, c'était notre première soirée sur Dark Dream Don't Die. Et je pense qu'on fera la suite. Hein. Vraiment. Je suis désolé pour tous ceux à qui ça plaît pas, mais moi ça me plaît beaucoup. Pas ce soir, mais ouais, je pense qu'on fera la suite. Vraiment. Pour le coup, je suis pas forcément un grand fan des point and click, mais celui-là me plaît bien. Du coup, c'était Dark Dream Don't Die. Je vous fais des gros bisous et on se retrouve très bientôt pour la suite. Tant de questions, si peu de réponses. Des gros bisous. Bisous bisous. À bientôt sur Bakael Live, autre part.